So talking about babythin hair, I would also want to state how my research was done in terms of our babythin hair and other hair textures and other strand thickness and diameters, so that somebody will not come out and say, "Oh, where did you get your information from? Or how true are these facts that I claim that they are true? Or how is my research done, or something like that?" I don't really base on just suppliers for my information, because I know that most of the suppliers are limited, and I know that the industry now, the way how saturated it is now, there are a lot of people that would not really understand or even try to study what hair is before venturing into the business. So this is why there have just been a lot of gaps that are yet to be filled. And also, as a hair vendor, I feel like I'm taking it as a mandatory project to improve myself and also know what exactly that I'm ordering for my clients. You understand that? So I have done my research broadly with suppliers, even people that I don't patronize. I just ask them questions just to verify my thoughts and my claims before I put it out on social media. And so far, I decide not to just go with speculations. I actually now want to go with what is the actual data and facts that have been in the industry for decades before this new age hair business and new age hair sellers came to be. So there's what we call trichology and cosmetic science. This is the scientific study of scalp and hair. According to trichology and cosmetic science, human hair scalp fall under the 40 to 120 microns. And this depends on genetics, age, and regions. Within this spectrum, below 50, below 50 microns is considered as very fine hair, very fine and very thin hair. So that's actually where the baby thin category fall in, because it is below 50. That's, I told you guys before that baby thin hair fall under 40 to 50 microns. So anything below 50 is very thin, very fine, and ultra sleek and ultra thin hair. So I stated here that multiple academic study measuring hair diameter across population showed that children and some young adults often fall in the 40 to 50 micron range. And this is not just ordinary measurement, this is lab measurements, hair research papers. So this information was not just gotten from one source, it was gotten from multiple sources. And this also, they actually copied, not like they copied, but they borrowed some words from the textile factory, the textile industry. Textile and engineering industry, fibers are also categorized by diameters, that is microns, because it determines softness, strength, durability, and processing limits. You get that? Processing limit. So this now, the study shows that 40 to 50 microns is extra fine fiber. 40 to 50 microns is extra fine fiber. Then 50 to 60 is fine fiber. 60 to 80 is medium fiber. And then from 80 upwards, 80 plus upwards is coarse fiber. So the hair industry now, the hair industry borrowed that same word because it also is also aligned to them too. You get that? And now on history and also research and lab measurement states that children and young adults fall under the 40 to 50 microns. You get that now? And then average adults cluster around the 60 to 70. Then coarse hair exceeds 80 plus. So this is not just an information that was just coming out from my brain or something like that. This was actually researched and it was stated from different sources. You get that? That is why you see that baby is rare. And mind you, that baby is not just about age. I told you guys before that it can be seen through genetics. You get, genetics can actually affect the hair textures of a person. Genetics can affect the strand thickness of a person. It's not just gotten from young ones too. I stated here also that hair strand diameter is determined at follicle level. This is biologically approved. So I come with my receipts. Follicle size. Okay, hair strand diameter is determined at follicle level by follicle size, shape of hair bulb, genetic coding for cortex development. I already told you guys about what cortex means. Cortex is the most important part of the hair strands. After you see the cortical, you see the cortex. After the cortex, you see the cortex cell and the medulla. You get that medulla is not actually found in, mostly medulla is not found in fine hairs. It's majorly found in coarse hairs. That is because of it has thicker cortex. You get that? So I said small follicle is thin hair. They will produce thin hair even at 20, 40, 60. That is the follicle size that determines the strand thickness. You get, not necessarily age. You get, so what age does, age just multiply it, because if you see a young child now or a young girl or a young adult having, or at 20 or maybe 19, 18, having a baby thin hair, like it contains more quality than somebody that is advanced in age already, because age aging will actually, what aging is actually going to do is reducing elasticity and shortening growth cycle. increase breakage. Yes, but it will not suddenly change the follicle shape. I am stating this so that you will not know that, okay, or people will not say that it is from my words or it is what I said. I didn't say this was gotten from my research. So what I wrote here in my summary as this whole thing now that is going on about baby hair is that genetics decide strand thickness. Genetics decides strand thickness. Age influence hair performance. An adult with a baby thin hair and a young girl or a young child with a baby thin hair might not actually move the same way or flow the same way, because at that young age the strand proteins and everything is functioning very, very well. As someone advances in age, the cycle reduces, you understand, more breakage and all of those things that I've explained. And the next thing, adult baby thin hair exists. It does exist genetically, but it's rare. Youth does not equal baby thin hair. Not all children have baby thin hair. Like I said, hair strands or diameter is determined by genetics, age, and regions. You get that now? Age and regions. Not just that every children or every young child has a baby thin hair. It is determined by genetics, age, and regions. So if your genetics decide that you're going to have a coarse strands, then you're going to have a coarse strand even as a child. You get that now? So I don't know if I'm able to convince you or confuse you more, but this actually will improve or help others to understand like that hairs is not just about children. It's not just about children. Biologically, it's not just about children. Anybody can have a particular hair texture. Just that age might actually like make it to look better or less. You get that? That is just it.